You found the Sales Hunter podcast. My name's Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. And what are we talking about here today? We're talking about how prospecting is an emotional experience. Yes, we're going to get emotional talking about prospecting, and the show begins right now.
You're listening to the Sales Hunter podcast with Mark Hunter, where the focus is to help you as a sales leader sell with confidence and integrity. And now here's your host.
Hey, the topic of the show today is all about your emotions when it comes to prospecting. And let me tell you something, prospecting is far more emotional than you ever realize, because here's the whole thing. You can have all the apps, all the hacks, all the tools you want, but you know what? It's still a mental game. And I can't stress this enough. Here's what it comes down to. Very simply this. Your mind is much more the driving factor of the prospecting results you get. And I'm going to share with you 4 reasons why right now. Number one, and oh, by the way, this applies to whether it's B2B or B2C. And oh, by the way, it applies to not only you as the salesperson, but also to the prospect. And yes, prospecting, even in B2B, is still emotional. It is still just as emotional as it is. It's just, it may not play out on the surface, but trust me, it plays internally in the mind of the prospect. But today, right now, what I'm going to talk about is emotions and your attitude with regards to you, the seller. 4 things, 4 ways it impacts. First of all, your attitude, your emotion drives considerably the speed with which you're able to prospect. Hey, when you're going into a period of prospecting, it may be a prospecting hour, it may be a prospecting day, whatever it might be. It is amazing how your attitude really, it's your emotion, and that's going to impact the speed with which you prospect. Whether it be the number of phone calls you make, whether it be the number of emails you send out, the number of messages, whatever it is. But it's amazing how when you're in the groove, and you know what I'm talking about here, because when you're in the groove doing something, it's amazing how much more you can get done. But when you're not in the groove, it's amazing how much slower things go. So that's the first step. Number 2 is it's amazing how it changes what you write, what you say, what every message you say. Now, why is this? Because emotionally, when you have the right attitude, you're engaged. You're truly understanding, and you're engaged in that you know you can make a difference, you know you can make an impact. And it affects, even if your emails are already pre-written, there's something magical that when your attitude, when your emotions are right, it's amazing how you just tweak that one word. Or maybe you're leaving a voicemail. Maybe it's an automated voicemail, but there's still a header that you put on, whatever it might be. It's amazing how your emotions play into it. Third thing is this. It's amazing at how much better you listen. You listen better. Even in that email exchange, you may send out a bunch of emails and maybe you get one email back. But for some reason, when you have the right attitude, when you have the right emotions, it's amazing how you just read it differently. And you listen better, and you understand better what's happening. You may get somebody on the telephone, and it's amazing how your emotions play through. And what happens is it allows you to listen because you are looking for a successful outcome. Amazing how that changes. The 4th thing is it changes your level of passion. Now, you kind of get the sense right here. You're listening to this podcast or you're watching this online and you're saying, hey, Mark is pretty passionate about prospect. Yeah, it is, because I have the right attitude. I have the right emotion. And it's amazing how it comes through in my tone of voice. It comes through in if you read my blogs or you read anything I post, you see it comes through there. Why? Because I'm connecting. And what happens when it comes through is the prospect shares with you more information. You see, does the prospect want to deal with somebody who's unengaging? No, they don't engage. Do they want to deal with somebody that's a robotic? No, they really want to deal with somebody who's like them. They want to deal with somebody who is going to help them solve their problems. It's going to help them solve their challenges. You see, prospecting is an emotional game, and it begins with your attitude. Now, in my next episode, I'm going to share with you what are some ideas you can do. What are some things you can do to get the right emotional attitude? Hey, my name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This is the Sales Hunter podcast. Each week, I bring you 2 episodes, one designed like this, a short single topic episode, and the second one, a longer one where I do a deep dive with a sales expert. What is it all about? It's about giving you the insights that you can run with to be more efficient and more effective right now. Why? Because I have one goal. I want to influence and impact as many salespeople as possible, to help them see and achieve what they didn't think was possible, so they in turn can help others see and achieve what they didn't think was possible. That's what the Sales Hunter podcast is all about. Hey, check out the website, would you? Check out the website, thesaleshunter.com. Check out TSHU, the Sales Hunter University. We've got tons of courses out there. And check out the other podcasts I get to do every Saturday morning with Meredith Elliott Powell, the Sales Logic. Hey, my name is Mark Hunter. This has been the Sales Hunter podcast. Great selling.